in the party because of you. All right. So Gabrielle would make her way to outside, and then the rest of us would continue partying. All right. But that was one of the main functions for the microphone until, you know, the DJ scratching and fast cutting became a thing with DJs. So DJs needed somebody to pass the records to them.
Right.
And the guys that used to help bring the equipment to the party wound up being the MCs. These are the guys that would get on the mic while the DJ was playing and big up the DJ,
right? Pretty
much. Once rhymes started to develop.
So the DJ had a hype man, basically.
Oh, exactly.
The guys?
The MC was the hype man for the DJ.
The DJ was like the star of the show at one point.
Yes, yes indeed.
And the MCs were like the record carriers.
Yes, yes.
You see how everything has shifted?
Definitely. Once MC... What the DJs didn't realize is you're putting that guy in front of you.
Right.
You're making him the focal point. Okay? And once these guys started to embellish these rhymes and start becoming, you know, doing crowd participation and call and response,
right,
the MC became the focal point, not the DJ.
Right.
When hip-hop and rap became commercial, people started making records and stuff, it almost phased the DJ out totally. Because you're the front man. You don't need a DJ to make a record.
Right.
You don't need a DJ to go into the studio and record. So that's where the discourse came. The first level of discourse came in hip-hop when it became commercial. Now the record companies were encouraging guys, listen, you don't need a DJ.
But wait a minute. So you're saying you don't need a DJ, but a lot of MCs weren't actually. You had DJs who were almost unofficially trained as MCs because they were originally in control of the mic. How many MCs were actually DJs? Not that many. It was you. How many people?
Not many MCs were DJs. Being that the DJ element was the first thing involved, that was the strength right there. So it started with the DJ.
Right.
Now, if the DJ branched off later on or became an MC or did something like that, that's where you saw that, you know, that kind of dual role. Right. I was one of the person that I became an MC out of necessity. Okay, because when you're an MC, when you're a DJ, when you're an MC, your DJ got to be on point.
Right.
Okay, if your DJ ain't on point, you can't be on point.
Right.
So what I found in my early days, I couldn't find anybody who could DJ as good as me. Nobody that was with me could DJ as well as me, and they kept throwing me off.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? I'm a DJ for myself. So y'all don't make me look stupid when I'm out there.
Right.
And that's how I developed the skill of being able to cut and rhyme at the same time.
Let me tell you something, and this is facts. You can go on YouTube and see the videos. It's there. I checked it out.
Oh yeah, it's official. It's official.
Has a couple, not a couple, he has several YouTube videos up. Even current ones.
I just started my own page. You're getting ready to see a lot of go to Grandmaster CAZ YouTube page, and I'm going to start loading it up with my own stuff. But most of the stuff you'll find on YouTube was submitted by other people.
Yes, I saw one with you and Kumozi at one of the Hill reunions. What, 2011 to 2012?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike C. Y'all can't see him, but Mike C. So nobody better not be
Mighty Mike C. for the store.
He better not be falling asleep during my show. The Peanut Gallery at the MS GABIE show is not allowed to fall asleep. You better laugh or something while you're over here. I think some of this Teddy White. Use some of this Teddy White keep you up. But anyway, so yeah, YouTube videos. Now, you haven't had an official album out. Well, back in the days, you didn't have an official album out. Not even when you basically went into or helped form the Cold Crush Brothers in 78, 79. Why is that? What happened? Well, I was rocking, so I mean, I was 10, 9, so I'm gonna say.
Would you stop saying how young you were when we were?
Based on history, y'all, based on what I've heard, what I know, y'all. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Look at this picture. You guys can't see it, but when this goes to broadcast for the Bronx Net Station, you guys will be able to see this old picture of the Cold Crush.
Well, that's a photo of us, you know, once we did a song called Punk Rock Rap.
Okay.
And we were trying to bridge the gap between the punk rock scene downtown and the hip-hop scene that was going on uptown. Okay. It was the same energy going at the same time. Hip-hop was an alternative to disco.
Right.
Okay? And punk rock was the alternative to rock at the time. You know what I mean? So these were these new energies trying to like make an offshoot of what was happening right now. Like rock is cool, but all these hair bands and all this is going on. So rock rebelled, and they like came up with this punk rock movement. And then the younger people were more, gravitating towards that. So it was at the same time that the younger people, uptown, Bronx and stuff, gravitated towards hip hop.
Okay.
Because disco, you got these shoes and slacks and and an open collared shirt and a scarf, and you got to dance like this.
It's just not cool, not soulful.
No, not at all, not at all. So hip hop was the alternative to that disco movement, as punk rock was to the rock movement.
But at some point, you integrated punk rock and disco.
Well, like I said, the energies were coming at the same time, so we tried to kind of assimilate those two energies. Africa Bambaataa did Planet Rock in 1982, which really, kind of brought those worlds closer together. The Roxy, which was a popular club downtown in the Bronx.
Security
Okay.
When I was growing up.
They started to assimilate a different audience.
A lot of time in my underage days in the Roxy.
Right, when you were 8.
No, but I wasn't a teen either.
So you did go to the Roxy when it was a skating rink?
Security. So when I saw a couple of shows that I wasn't supposed to see, I went when it was skating down there.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Uncle was at a security.
The first show we did at the Roxy, Bianca Jagger was there.
Okay.
Madonna was there. It was just such a mix of a different crowd that used to come to the Roxy, and that was the crowd that that between punk rock and hip hop crowd.
Right.
Like some of them, some of us, and just a whole bunch of other people.
So is that why you say you have a saying that hip hop didn't invent anything, but it reinvented everything? Is that why?
Let me find out you've been doing your research.
Research.
Yeah, I've been quoted. I was quoted from the movie The Art of Rap, and I always say hip hop didn't invent anything. Hip hop reinvented everything.
I think that's great.
Well, there is nothing new under the sun. There rarely a new invention comes out. You know what I mean? We're recycling the things that our forefathers, people who came before us did, the generation before us did. In the 60s, they did the same thing. They had house parties, they played slow music, and there were certain dances that you did, and it was same energy. Hip-hop is the same energy, just a different kind of music.
Music is music is music.
Yeah, definitely.
Music is music.
And we just recycled the music that we grew up listening to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most of the songs sampled for hip-hop today are music from the 60s and 70s.
Right. That's crazy. So let me ask you this, because I love the whole parental thing, being a parent. What was your mother's first response when you said,
"Oh my God"?
I'm going to be a DJ? Because I'm sure at some point you thought this was going to be the be-all, end-all. He's going to be famous, he's going to be a millionaire. Your mother said what? You said, "I'm going to be a DJ," and she said...
First of all, before... I got to tell you what led to that. First of all, before becoming a DJ or wanting to be involved in hip-hop on any kind of level, of course, growing up, you always ask, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? When I was 10, I told my mother, "Ma, I want to be a pimp."
I see that.
My mother said,
I see
"What?"
you saying that. I see that.
My mother said, "What? You want to be a what?" She said, "I didn't raise you to be no pimp. Why would you even say that?" And I was like, "Ma."
Was she a church lady?
I said, "Ma, you see how pimps dress?" I said, "You see all the girls pimps be having with them and the cars they drive? Who wouldn't want to be a pimp?"
Right.
But I was just a kid.
Right.
I was 10 years old. I didn't really know what pimps do.
Right.
I do now.
Right.
And I'm very successful at it.
He's like, "And I still want to be a pimp."
No, I am now. But back then, it was just this movie I saw.
That's a Miss Gabie show. Give Miss Gabie show after dark.
No, for real. I saw it. No, when I was 10, I saw the Mac.
Right.
I saw this movie, The Mac, and he had this long white mink coat on. I was like, "This is it. That's what I want to do. I want to have a long white mink coat like that and a bunch of girls." But I didn't know that I could do it through hip hop. But I thought I had to be a pimp. So, but I know better.
It worked
now.
out.
It worked out. I got the mink coat and the girls.
Well,
without being a pimp.
Not in a conventional sense.
No, not conventionally.
Not in a conventional
I got pimp tendencies, definitely. Okay.
You hang out with this man? I'm sitting I'm like this. Rubbing shoulders with me. I had something else to cover. What was I supposed to cover with you? Okay, we already did that. So Wild Style. Let's jump up a little bit because my mind just went so well. Wild Style. How did that? The white men coats and pants. So
okay.
Come on now.
Wild Style.